welcome back to Free Play. This is the last episode of the showcase of Lord of the Rings Online. This is the episode where I really don't show much gameplay, but I more talk about the game itself, and my reviews, my thoughts and such. So I think overall, graphically, the game doesn't look that great. It has its moments, like the halls, they're big and grand, but it's really old. Compared, like, even if you compare this to WoW, it kind of doesn't hold up. WoW's had updates in between, which showcase different aspects of the game itself, have been updated, new graphics and all that over time. While this seems like it hasn't had a graphics update in a long time, or at least high-res textures. But it works like it does remind me of WoW. It really does feel the same, which I think is really, really good. It doesn't feel convoluted. It doesn't feel grindy, at least so far. It hasn't felt the grind, but I can see where the grind is coming in with the deed system. The deed system is the in-game way to earn paid or premium currency, or real-life money currency. The Lord of the Ring online points. These are the grinds. These are the hard ones to do. And those are the ones that you want to do to actually, if you don't want to pay money to unlock traveler. Stuff. Eggs and onions. Don't care what they are. But yes, so let's just accept the quests.
Of what help may I be to you?
No, sell. Common and below. Sell all. So yeah, the game controls well, though I think there could... It matches, it works well. They do have automatic locking. I did use it for a little while. Didn't care much for it. So, from people's opinions and the way that I see it is that the game is fantastic to play if you just want to experience Lord of the Rings in a different light. Until the paywall happens. Because there is one. It happens after level 30, it's between level 30 and level 45, and that's the moment where you have to either grinding up the paid currency to get the expansion packs. Now, they don't tell you which ones are the leveling areas, so you'd have to research that. There are guides online of which ones to buy first, so that you can actually progress safely and not anything, though the expansions are account bound, which is good. Okay, so no, they do tell you the levels, so if we were to look, let's find one that we would have to save up for. So there's this one here. So yeah, so free to VIP. So if you're actually a VIP user, you get the region pack, which is 60 quests, more deeds and insurance classes, but it's for level 100 plus. So Moria. The Mines of Moria are the next zone, the very first expansions. So there's, yeah, the actual Mines of Moria is the expansion, it's a full expansion, and then you've got the quest pack, which is this, yeah, this is the quest pack, so you should be getting the expansion ones, not the expansion quests. They're two separate instances. So yeah, and this is 2,495. At the moment, the deeds I get, I'm getting 5 at a time. That's a massive grind. And some of them use the ability 1,000 times. So yeah, it's a long trek through. But if you enjoy the game... hold on, let me look at the pricing. So it's 2,000, so it's... Okay. So there's 23,000 points for $200. So let's look at a standard. So 6,300 points for $60. So that's your standard AAA game. If we go to the item shop and we go to the expansions, this would theoretically get you 2 expansions. So you'd be able to get Moria, and the next one, which I would say... So we're looking for 61, possibly, unless you want to grind to 66, which would be Isengard. No, you'd have Mirkwood. Oh. Let's look at the Isengard. Does that include Mirkwood? Reality, you want to get Moria, and then Isengard. Because the Isengard will get you to 75, and then you would get Rohan, then Helm's Deep, and then you would go Mordor. I think that's the thing, and then whenever you want. But the price of a AAA gets you only 2 of the expansions. But if you pay for this, that's essentially 4 expansions. That's $100. And there's 1, 2, 3. Wait, that's quests. We should be looking at. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 expansions. So you'd probably have to lose out on Mordor, which is the newest one. Which, all in all, it's essentially like $20 an expansion pack, which is kind of standard pricings. But then you have all these other stuff like character slots. So like character upgrades. So account upgrades. Character slots. Character slots, please don't be expensive. Oh, really? 600 points? Wow. And they have unique classes that you have to buy as well. You can play as the monsters? Oh, that is interesting. Oh, that is kind of cool. So yeah, a lot of it is behind paywalls, but it is a free-to-play game that requires monetizations to keep the servers running and providing more expansions. Now the Mordor expansion came out like 2 or 3 months ago. It seems like updates are like 6 to 12 months apart, from at least from what I've seen and track record. So I think the game is fun to play up to a certain point. If you're not into grinding, then I say stop around level 30. The introductory stages. And that means you're caught up to where the Fellowship begins, essentially, I think. Because this is during the set of the Hobbit film, essentially, because you had Thorin go off to the Misty Mountains type thing, and they were looking for their last member, Bilbo. So yeah, this is set before the Fellowship, but just before the beginning of the Hobbit movie. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Now the next game that I've chosen is Star Trek Online. We're going to see how that goes. I think it'll be interesting. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Do hit the subscribe button if you want to see the next showcase. Let me know what you think about the series down below. Should I keep Lord of the Rings going on longer? I do have other Lord of the Rings games that I do have in my library. Ones that aren't behind a paywall because I have purchased them. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.